The final part of the acronym is threshold and intervals. This is the real high quality part, high intensity element of training. So with the case of A.G. Lafley, if you remember, we talked about interval training or working to rhythms within the workplace. So this is real physical interval training. And if we think about if we are able to maintain a conversation when we're doing this type of exercise, it's not only difficult to maintain a conversation, it's quite difficult to breathe. Okay? So let's have an introduction to this concept of interval training by looking at this short video. Let's have a look.
How long do I have to do it?
Today you're going to be cycling maximally for about 20 seconds, and then you're going to have a short rest.
Okay.
And you're going to repeat that 2 more times.
Okay, but that really doesn't sound like exercise, I have to say.
Well,
3 bursts of 20 seconds.
Yes.
And I have to do this how often a week?
Well, we would like you to do it 3 times a week.
It only adds up to a grand total of 3 minutes. That's just 3 minutes of high intensity exercise a week, and that is absolutely nothing.
Well, we're going to show you that that's actually quite a lot for the metabolism in your muscle, and it will make a really good difference.
The whole industry around exercise says, do more, do more, do more.
Yeah.
And only way of getting any benefit is through huge amounts of pain and huge amounts of time.
Yeah, of course.
And you're saying the complete reverse.
Well, you know, you can imagine the drivers for that. For example, if you're doing lots and lots of high volume exercise, you need to buy a lot of equipment, a lot of kit, a lot of running shoes, etc. Here, you could do this in your suit if you really wanted to.
Okay.
Okay, if you want to start pedaling in 3, 2, 1. Okay, and go as fast as you can. Sprinting, sprinting. That's looking really good. Really good. Excellent, excellent. Keep it going, keep it going. You're halfway, you're halfway.
Keep it going.
5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Stop paddling. Okay, stop there for a bit.
And it's different.
So another interesting video, no? These were 3 medical doctors in the UK, and they were looking at the effects of interval training, which is nothing new within elite sports, but they were applying this protocol, high intensity interval training, they called it, to a sedentary group. And they found that they too had many benefits in terms of metabolism and general health. So something to think about. Did you hear him at the end of the video or during? He said 20 seconds is quite a long time, yeah? So the session was 20 seconds times 3 times a week, 3 minutes a week. So this, of course, very useful for a busy professional. The short time frames that you have available, it's not always the case of having to go to gymnasium, finding a couple of hours within a busy week. But can you do something like this interval training and make the most of the 20 minutes or the 30 minutes that you have available? But do it safely. Have a warm-up, have a cool down, think about everything else that we've talked about within this program in terms of mobility and strengthening and diet and recovery and all of these different things. I'm not sure if you can do it with your suit on, which is what they said in the video, but it's something that is very accessible for a busy professional. Fantastic also for stress release. Something like this, interval training, high intensity, I do myself later in the afternoon, at the end of the day. Not so close to the end of the day because you're still stimulating your body. You may find it difficult to get to sleep, but if you do it with a few hours before you're due to go to bed, then you can make yourself tired, you can get rid of any stress or strain from your working day, and you can get a fantastic sleep afterwards. This graph here shows you my own heart rate in a training session here in Barcelona just a few months ago. So you can see that there are 8 peaks to my heart rate. I had a warm-up, and then I was running to the top of the hill, and then I was jogging back down. So this was a tough session. This only lasted maybe 12 minutes, but this was a fantastic workout for my heart. I was in different zones, so it was fantastic for managing my weight, and it gave me a fantastic means of mental recovery. So this is something that you can think about, interval training. It doesn't have to be running up a hill, it can be running fast on a flat piece of ground. It can be running and then walking. The key is that you have high intensity, you then recover, but then you repeat. And you do this perhaps 5 or 6 times. So So how can you integrate this within a busy life as a means of improving your health and fitness, but also how this leads to performance on a more general level?